Philip II of Spain, 1527–1598, was one of the most powerful monarchs of the 16th century, ruling over an empire that spanned Europe, the Americas, and parts of Asia. Known for his devout Catholicism, centralization of power, and involvement in significant wars, his reign shaped the political and religious landscape of early modern Europe. Early life and background, 1527–1556. Philip was born on May 21, 1527, in Valladolid, Spain, to Holy Roman Emperor Charles V and Isabella of Portugal. As the heir to the vast Habsburg Empire, he received a rigorous education in languages, history, and statecraft. From an early age, he was trained to rule an empire that stretched across continents. In 1543, at the age of 16, Philip married Maria Manuela of Portugal, his first cousin, in a dynastic alliance. Unfortunately, Maria died in 1545 after giving birth to their only son, Don Carlos, who would later suffer from severe mental instability. Philip's father, Charles V, relied on him to govern Spain while he was engaged in conflicts across Europe. By 1555, Charles began to divide his empire. While his brother Ferdinand I took over the Holy Roman Empire, Charles abdicated the Spanish crown to Philip in 1556, marking the start of his independent rule. Philip's rule and the expansion of the Spanish Empire. Centralized absolute monarchy. Philip II ruled as an absolute monarch, believing in the divine right of kings. Unlike his father, he preferred governing from Spain rather than traveling across his empire. His court was based in the Escorial, a grand palace near Madrid, symbolizing his power and religious devotion. Philip's empire included Spain and its territories, Italy, the Netherlands, and parts of France. Portugal, annexed in 1580 after a succession crisis. The Spanish colonies in the Americas, Mexico, Peru, and the Philippines, named after him. Philip's policies focused on maintaining Catholic dominance and suppressing Protestantism and other religious dissent. Religious wars and conflicts. Philip II saw himself as a champion of Catholicism and fought several wars to defend and expand his faith. The revolt in the Netherlands, 1568–1648. The Dutch revolt was one of Philip's greatest challenges. The Protestant population of the Netherlands opposed Spanish rule and heavy taxation. Philip sent the Duke of Alba to crush the rebellion, leading to brutal repression. However, under leaders like William of Orange, the Dutch fought back, leading to a long war. The northern provinces eventually declared independence in 1581, forming what became the Dutch Republic. The Spanish Armada and war with England, 1588. Philip's conflict with England was rooted in religious and political rivalry. Queen Elizabeth I supported Protestant rebels in the Netherlands and encouraged English pirates, like Francis Drake, to attack Spanish ships. In response, Philip launched the Spanish Armada in 1588, a massive fleet intended to invade England and restore Catholic rule. However, the Armada was defeated by the English navy and stormy weather, marking a turning point in European power dynamics. Although Spain remained dominant, England emerged as a rising naval power. War with France. Philip supported the Catholic League in France against the Protestant Huguenots. His military interventions influenced the French Wars of Religion, but the conflict ended when Henry IV of France converted to Catholicism and took the throne. Annexation of Portugal, 1580. When the Portuguese king Sebastian I died without an heir in 1578, Philip, as his closest relative, claimed the Portuguese crown. In 1580, Spanish forces successfully invaded, and Portugal became part of Philip's empire. This union expanded Spanish influence, giving him control over Portugal's colonies in Africa, Asia, and Brazil. Economic struggles and decline. Despite Spain's vast empire and wealth from the Americas, Philip's reign was marked by economic difficulties. Inflation and bankruptcy, massive silver imports from the Americas led to economic instability. Heavy taxation. To fund wars, Philip imposed high taxes, straining Spanish citizens. Costly wars. Continuous military campaigns drained resources. By the late 1500s, Spain's economy weakened, foreshadowing future decline. Personal life and marriages. Philip married 4 times in strategic alliances. Maria Manuela of Portugal, 1543–1545, mother of Don Carlos. Mary I of England, 1554–1558, strengthened ties with England, but the marriage produced no heirs. Elizabeth of Valois, 1559–1568, a French princess, she bore 2 daughters, but their only surviving child, Isabella Clara Eugenia, never inherited Spain. Anna of Austria, 1570–1580, mother of Philip III, who succeeded him. Philip's personal life was filled with tragedy, including the mysterious imprisonment and death of his mentally unstable son, Don Carlos, in 1568. Final years and death. Philip II's final years were marked by deteriorating health and continued conflicts. He spent his last days in the Escorial, suffering from gout and other illnesses. On September 13, 1598, he died at age 71, leaving the throne to his son, Philip III. His death marked the beginning of Spain's slow decline as economic troubles and military overreach weakened its global dominance. Legacy of Philip II. Philip II left a lasting impact on Spain and the world. Religious legacy, strengthened Catholicism but fueled Protestant resistance. Military and political influence, expanded Spain's empire but overextended its power. Cultural contributions, his reign saw the Spanish Golden Age with figures like Cervantes, Don Quixote, and artists like El Greco. Empire's decline, his economic policies and costly wars weakened Spain's long-term stability. Despite his flaws, Philip II remains a towering figure in European history, shaping Spain's destiny for generations.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.